Hello folks, I'm Dean Curry, President and founder of Rising Star Enterprises for Wellbeing. We are an in-home personal training and health company located right here in New York City. Okay, I get asked this question a lot, and I was a little hesitant to make this video because it's somewhat of a controversial topic, and we have many people coming from different sides of the fence. But at my company, we always like to talk about real things and real issues. And a question I get asked a lot as a sports nutritionist, diet, advisor, nutritional advisor, as well as a, personal trainer, licensed massage therapist. But as a personal trainer with my clients, almost everyone asks me the dreaded question: can you lose weight while drinking alcohol? It's a great question. And I've avoided this video for many, many years because, it's a touchy subject with people. There's many ways I could answer this question, maybe not favorable. And one of the things people enjoy, whether it be wine or a cocktail at night, it's something that gives them a sense of enjoyment. And it's hard to make videos, regarding things that provide, enjoyment, such as like wine, for example. People take great wine as a lifestyle, just like other cocktails. And, drinking wine is something that people take. Some people, take great pride. It's a lifestyle, going to tasting different grapes, the knowledge that goes into wine and mixology and coupling wine with certain foods, so on and so forth. And to basically be one of those personal trainers that diminishes that or eliminates that and says, no, you cannot drink while losing weight. I've never been a personal trainer or a diet counselor with people where I believe in the elimination of things. And many people will disagree, and that's fine to comment on that if you'd like. But I always believe that there is a compromise or a state of moderation that you can reach even with enjoying a cocktail or two. As far as researching it, it's something I've done a lot of research on. It's something I have personal experience with, losing weight while having a cocktail, losing weight without. It's something I've advised thousands of people on throughout the years. And doing it for the better part of 3 decades, I've come up with a few solutions. This won't be a very long video, but it's something that, or podcast, it's something that I feel needs to be addressed. And rather than taking the easy way out, I would rather address it because a lot of people want to know. And the answer to the question, can you still drink alcohol while losing weight? The answer is possibly. May not be the answer you're looking for, which is okay, but it has to be done a certain way. Let me explain it in more simple terms. If there is a time in the evening where most people may enjoy a cocktail, for the most part, I would say predominantly people have it at the end of the day, it is usually done something with dinner or something people continue after dinner. As far as having a drink or two, meaning let's say a glass of wine. There was a Colorado State University study done in 2018 that studied men and women as well, but men, they did a study for both, women being sedentary and men, rather active, having 2 glasses of wine a day. Now, I should define what a glass of wine is. Usually wine is not filled to the top of a wine glass. It is usually, below 3/4, more towards a half. So 2 glasses of wine would probably equal one full glass if filled to the rim of wine. And the Colorado State University studied them over a number of weeks. I believe it was 6 weeks, 8 weeks. And there wasn't any weight gain associated with that. So it didn't affect them in a way where it put on weight. Okay, so that's one aspect of it. The question is, did they lose weight? A few of them actually did, believe it or not. But the problem with alcohol, let me explain it in theoretical terms, that when you drink alcohol, it actually becomes the more dominant vice in your body that needs to be burned. So if you eat food and you drink alcohol, at a certain level, it's not really going to affect things. But if you have a few glasses of wine or a few drinks, alcohol becomes the predominant vice in your body, the subject in your body that the body starts to work on first. So it kind of cuts, from taking away from fat and carbohydrates, because the body has to first deal with alcohol and digesting alcohol first. So in that way, it can actually take away. Now, if you have 1 or 2 glasses of wine, like I mentioned, it's really not going to be a problem. I like to think 2 glasses of wine a night might be, if you're trying to lose weight, just to be blunt and honest and forthright, I think 2 is cutting it close. I would probably do maybe 1.5. While you're losing weight, you're really not going to have that much of a problem. The same goes for mixed drinks. Mixed correctly, not mixed drinks that are heavy, on alcohol, but a well-mixed cocktail, so on and so forth. When you get over a drink and a half, or over 2 drinks, what typically happens a lot of times, people might have a glass with, let's say for people that have over 2 drinks, they might have a glass with dinner or after dinner. But typically what happens when you go over the 2 drink minimum is your body starts to burn sugar. Because you take most alcoholic drinks have a lot of sugar basically involved in them. So more or less, if you drink over 2 drinks and you start to bring in all that sugar into the body, it basically starts to burn sugar. What does burn sugar mean? It basically starts to process the amount of sugar you're putting in your body. In layman's terms, that basically means that your body has to process, from a digestive standpoint, digestion has to process all that sugar, and it actually restarts your metabolism. So it actually makes you feel hungry, and then you crave comfort foods, if you will, and you start to feel really, really hungry. And the reason why you start to feel very, very hungry, and I've done a lot of research on this, as well as personal experience, is because your body has to deal with that amount of sugar. You may not necessarily even be hungry, but when the metabolism starts, and that's the problem with drinking at night over 2 drinks, the body starts to burn sugar. And when it does, it restarts your metabolism, and then you get really, really, really hungry all of a sudden, and you start craving food. Now, when you have to crave food, you're usually not craving celery sticks or anything to that degree. You're usually craving something to counterbalance the alcohol intake with the restart of the metabolism, again after 2 drinks, and basically you start to crave more comfort foods, or foods that are going to balance the alcohol, because the hunger starts to come on very strong when you drink. So I would probably say, in answer to the question, can you still drink alcohol and lose weight? According to studies, according to my own experience with dealing with thousands of clients losing weight, according to my own personal experience with staying in shape and losing weight and being thin, I would probably say keep it at 1.5 drinks, and don't do it every day. Do it maybe every other day. If you like to have a glass of red wine, which might be a milder drink than a mixed drink, and you like to have a small glass of wine with your meal, and you do that pretty regularly or almost every night, it's not going to be a problem. But if you're doing 2 drinks of alcohol a night or more, you may want to just and this is just logical thinking, you may want to just space that out a little bit because it interferes with the burning of calories, because the body has to take care of alcohol before it moves on to carbs and fats and things of that nature. And alcohol, when you drink excessively, tends to basically be the thing that the body focuses on. So in answer to the question, can you lose weight while still drinking alcohol? The answer is resounding yes, in my opinion. And of course, there's many people that don't believe that's true. But I will couple it and hedge that with saying that you have to do it in moderation. My advice is to keep it to a drink and a half, a wine glass and a half and under, because if you're drinking in the evening and relaxing, it will restart the metabolism. And that's what becomes a problem, because then you become excessively hungry, which sometimes makes people drink more or eat. And when you do that, when you're losing weight, it really doesn't work. So you have to kind of be disciplined about it. And you can enjoy, alcohol and wine or a mixed drink or cocktail, but you have to, when losing weight, you have to put a cap on it. And my advice is that you do that with about a drink and a half. Studies I've read say 2 drinks. I would probably go under that, just because I'm a personal trainer and I know what the body needs to do to process all that amount of sugar, and when it does, it restarts the metabolism. So I'm Dean Curry, president, founder of Rising Star Enterprises for Wellbeing. We're based here in New York. Feel free to subscribe if you like these type of videos or not, your call. And feel free to comment if you'd like to start, a positive dialogue about fitness and things of that nature. And on our website, www.risingstarenterprisesforwellbeing.com, I am for hire as well. You can hire me here in New York for personal training or massage or anything of that nature. If you're outside of New York, you can hire me as your fitness coach, your health coach, your diet coach. And you know what? It's a really good idea to do that if you struggled in this area, because I charge a fee, $129.95 for the month. And it involves 3 phone calls on Skype, or emails, or emails, 3 emails every 10 days, 20-minute conversation for an hour, every 10 days, someone to check in with. I'm very non-offensive, I'm very understanding, I'm very easy to talk to, but just someone to kind of, be there for you and be your spot, and just kind of, reiterate what you need to do and what you need to focus on. And if you're struggling in these areas, it's not really a lot when you think about it. It's like $30 a week to have a fitness coach that knows what he's doing, that has had success in this area and can really be an expert for you in losing weight and getting in the best shape of your life. And I'm one of those people. I really grow on a person, and I could be very convincing when I want to be, and extremely motivating, inspiring. So, feel free to go on our website, www.risingstarenterprisesforwellbeing.com. Feel free to comment as well on our YouTube channel, and it's always a pleasure and an honor to serve your fitness needs, and we look forward to speaking to you in the future. Thank you.